Hello again, hola, and thank you for finding me here at my YouTube channel Benidorm and Beyond. I produce positive, fun and informative vlogs about this resort where I have lived for over 20 years, so please come along and join me on my daily adventures and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of my brand new content in the future. Today's video takes you on a bus ride from the beginning of the Old Town all the way along to the out-of-town shopping centre La Marina in Finestrat, where you can discover a wealth of shops spread over 2 air-conditioned levels. Here you will find such well-known names as Guess, H&M, Swarovski and C&A, which yes, still exists here in Spain, along with Claire's Accessories, Mango, Zara and Jack & Jones, to name but a few. There are also numerous places to stop for a drink and a bite to eat in between retail therapy, with a whole upper outdoor level to enjoy with views out over to Benidorm and well beyond. So if you fancy a change of scene for the day, why not head out to this large complex and have a look for yourself. This vlog also brings you lots of information and an update on the local buses and their current prices, which have changed since I first published a vlog on the same theme back at the beginning of August, so make sure you pin your ears back and listen in. We started at Benidorm's Centro bus stop, meaning centre, which can be found on Calle Esperanto on the cusp of the Old Town and more or less opposite the 4-star Hotel Madeira Centro. Virtually all buses on the network stop at this location, so once you have found it, you're pretty much sorted. There is a small bus shelter with a QR code sticker on it, so you can track when the next bus is due to arrive, along with lots of brightly coloured bench seating, so ideal if you have a short wait before your favoured bus arrives, but be warned, this journey to the shopping centre is quite lengthy, with the route taking about 55 minutes or so from start to finish, or just over an hour if you get on at the Rincon de Loix, and this video takes you on more or less the full journey with only the bus stops with people getting on and off removed, so you really get a feel for the trip. After we leave the centre, we travel through the town, passing the 4-star Hotel Sandos Monaco on the left along Calle Lepanto, and then at around the 3-minute mark, we take a left onto one of the city's main busy thoroughfares into the resort, the Avenida Europa. The local buses in Benidorm are all run by the Avanza group, with most of the fleet being blue, but with other stock currently being added slowly, which has red, green and white livery instead. Information on all the lines can be found easily on the group's website, which you can find by searching Avanza Bus Benidorm, and by the way that's spelled A-V-A-N-Z-A, and you can change the language to English on the webpage by clicking the Union Jack flag at the top right hand corner of your screen, whether you're on a computer, tablet, laptop or mobile phone. Local trips cost just €1.60 when bought at full price, but hang on, I'm going to tell you about an even cheaper option in a minute as well. And fares are valid for the whole one-way journey with no return ticket option available as it would be in the UK, so this makes it even simpler as there's no need to tell the driver where you are travelling to. Just hop on and buy your tickets simply by stating how many you need, i.e. uno or dos in your best Spanish, or just putting your fingers up to indicate the amount you need and you're done. When you're ready to get off, just press one of the red stop buttons dotted around the bus, which will activate the LED screen at the front of the vehicle, showing the words Parada Solicitada, which literally just means stop requested. Please be aware, however, that in Spain, unlike back home, you get on at the front of the bus, then exit from the centre of the bus where the folding doors are situated, so don't try and head back out the way you came, or not only will you be causing an obstruction for the travellers trying to get on, but you'll probably get an earful from the driver as well as other local passengers too. At the 6-minute mark on the video, we travel around the huge roundabout that signals to most of you that you've arrived in Benidorm for your holiday, whether you're travelling by transfer coach, local bus or private transfer. And as you can just see, in the summer and early autumn months, the town hall turned the water fountains on, creating an attractive display to greet holidaymakers and locals alike from their home countries, towns and cities. So, if you're a frequent visitor to Benidorm or think that you will take a fair amount of bus trips whilst here in a resort, it may be worth considering buying a bus saver card called Tarjeta Bus. This can be bought from the driver for the small initial outlay of €2, which is a one-off amount with the card having no expiry date on it, and then you can top it up with credit with the driver in multiples of €10 at a time. Please note this card is sometimes referred to as the Bono card on social media, which is technically incorrect, although I'm sure the driver would still understand you. And also be aware that you only need to purchase one card per person, couple or group, so don't go buying one each as it isn't necessary. Even though it is only just a couple of euros, you can all use the same one. Once you have your card, from then on you'll be entitled to a discount on every single journey you take, and whilst this used to be just as little as 16 cents per trip, I still took advantage of the scheme many years ago, as every little helps, as the famous supermarket ad campaign says. However, currently the bus company are offering huge discounts and have been doing for several months now, with many one-way journeys costing just 70 cents, representing a discount of a whole 90 cents off, which is a fabulous saving all round, I'm sure you'll agree. And also makes some trips a complete no-brainer, even in the case of small journeys, as who wouldn't just pay 60 odd pence for a bus ride rather than walk around in the searing heat of the Spanish sunshine. This offer has been extended yet again by the Avantha company and now runs right up until the 31st of January 2024. But terms and conditions have changed slightly, with some routes now having reverted to their smaller discount of just 16 cents, as I just mentioned, making many trips now cost €1.44, which I will explain shortly. To use your Tarjeta bus card, every time you get on the bus, simply hand your card to the driver, who will tap it against his automated machine to record your journey. Sometimes the driver will indicate for you to do this yourself, but don't worry, it's really no more difficult than tapping the card against the machine at about shoulder height, and then you are good to go. Always take your ticket from the machine with you as proof of purchase, and remember this must be carried with you until the end of your journey, so don't be tempted to lob it in the bin the minute you get on, as ticket inspectors do sometimes get on the bus and ask to have a look. The ticket also shows you the price you have paid for the trip, as well as stating how much remaining credit you have left, so you know when you need to top it up again or are running low, and it really is as straightforward as that. The card can be used for all local journeys, as these are intercity lines, or líneas interurbanas as they call them here in Benidorm, which could be simply up and down the long stretch of the Avenida Mediterráneo to save a bit of walking, or from one side of town to the other, or maybe further afield to other transport hubs such as the Central Bus Station or the tram station. You can also venture out to the La Marina shopping centre and other retail outlets out of town, as we're doing today, or even as far as the neighbouring villages and towns of Alfaz del Pi, Albir and Altea, so why not check out the routes available online and have a great day out sightseeing or just a change of scene for next to no money at all. You can also travel to the beautiful mountain village of Guadalest using your card, or the waterfalls at Algar, although some of these routes aren't available during winter times, but these journeys, being longer and out into the countryside, are understandably a little bit more expensive. However, you will still receive a discount on them, which again is quite a significant saving at the moment, so why shell out for a coach trip along with 50 other people when you can buy a card, hop on the bus and just do it yourself. All the buses are fairly comfortable, regular and obviously extremely well priced, and some of them even offer free Wi-Fi, although I have to say this service can be on the erratic side. So, I hear you cry, just which buses can I still get on for just 70 cents a ride? Well, the list is quite extensive, and the following buses can all be travelled on for this fantastic low price per journey. They are the route numbers 2, 3, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20, 27, 29, 30 and 31, which I appreciate is quite boggling for those of you who are not familiar with the local bus system, and why would you be unless you come very frequently indeed. So I would say that probably the most popular of these bus routes, which you can still take for 70 cents a trip, are the number 2, which we are travelling on today, which runs all the way from outside the casino in the Rincon de Loix, then through the centre of town, the Old Town and finally out to the La Marina shopping centre, as well as the number 10, which plies back and forth from the centre of Benidorm through the Rincon and then out to the neighbouring towns of Alfaz del Pi, Albir and Altea respectively, passing other local landmarks along the way, such as Benidorm Palace, some of the resort's most popular campsites, and the out-of-town antiques and flea market El Cisne, which is held every Thursday, Saturday and Sunday. The number 1 bus is also quite well used by tourists, as it takes you all the way from the area where the theme park Mundamar is situated at the upper end of the Rincon de Loix, all the way through town and up to the tram station, but this is now not included on the extra discounted scheme, meaning you would pay €1.44 per journey, which still gives you the small discount of 16 cents compared to a regular fare without the card. And I have to say, contrasting it against some of the bus fares that I have paid on recent trips back to the UK, is still very reasonable and not really that bad at all. So carrying on with our journey, at about the 9-minute mark we passed over the Higuera Park, where you can find palm tree lined walkways, 2 outdoor concert arenas and a children's playground, with a 3-star Hotel Prince Park looking out over it, which is one of my subscribers' favourites to stay out when in town. At roughly 11 minutes, we head into the very heart of the old town, passing busy shopping streets full of boutiques, bars and hotels as we go, with the oldest British bar in town, Vincent's, just visible on the left-hand side at the 14-minute mark. Then, just before the 15-minute marker, we pull up in front of the Dove Park, or the Parque Delce, where you could get off to explore this lovely area and the beautiful Poniente Beach, or maybe head to the harbour to catch a local boat trip up to Calpe, Alicante, or just over to Peacock Island, or maybe visit one of the fabulous bars and restaurants on the street overhead, Quai de Saint-Péry, where popular haunts Gusto and Refuel are located. We then head around the corner and up one of this side of town's main busy thoroughfares, the Avenida Jaime Primero, before turning left halfway up and heading out of town and along to La Cala itself, passing the 4-star Hotel Grand Bali at the 25.5-minute mark, the Magic Tropical Splash Apart Hotel at 28.5 minutes, before arriving into La Cala Bay itself at the 30-minute marker, where again you could get off and explore this interesting new neighbourhood and its lovely pavement cafes, bars and shops, and of course the beautiful golden sands and Mediterranean Sea. Finally, at 36 minutes, we reach the shopping centre or Centro Comercial of La Marina on our right, where we get off and head inside for some liquid refreshment before starting on some retail therapy. I will now let you sit back and watch the rest of the journey in peace, and I hope that this vlog has helped out some of you who may be interested on how to catch the local buses and want to know some of the costs and procedure involved, along with pointing out some sites and landmarks along the way. If you have enjoyed watching and listening with me today, then please consider becoming a subscriber, as well as checking out some of my many other vlogs, which include detailed street and beachfront walks, reviews on lots of Benidorm's most popular hotels, bars and new businesses with a fly-on-the-wall look inside, as well as tons of local information, news bulletins and updates. Also, feel free to drop me a line in the comments section if there is something or somewhere that you would particularly like me to include in the future, and as always, I'll see what I can do. I'll see you out and about next time, and thanks so much for watching. Every view and comment counts and is much appreciated. Bye for now, hasta luego, and catch you again soon. Cheers!